Okay, so I'm out of therapy. As you can see, I'm much better. I'm a little like blah inside, but I'm gonna make a playlist after this and listen to it on the way home. Okay, so in therapy, I wrote down what I talked about. I talked about 4 things, and I probably should have wrote more, but I was excited to make the video, even though I've been out of therapy for like an hour now, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so I was on my phone, and then I got sidetracked. But anyway, I was doing therapy related stuff. But anyway, so letting go, not my fault, expressing emotion and judging. So first we talked about letting go. So my boyfriend and I, we've kind of been fighting a lot, and I was trying to get to the root of like why I fight with people and like what's the issue. I know I love him to death. I don't want to fight with him, and he doesn't want to fight with me, and it keeps happening. And so I brought up something very, very small, and this may seem ridiculous to some people, but like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. So my boyfriend had a cold the other day, and he went to take my Claritin. And I said, why are you taking Claritin for a cold? Take a Dayquil or a NyQuil. It was at nighttime, but actually we did only have Dayquil, but I wanted him to take a NyQuil, we didn't have NyQuil. But anyway, that's a different thing. So he wanted to take a Claritin, and I'm like, no, like, you're not taking my Claritin. You need to take cold medicine. And he was like, well, I'll just go to the store myself and get my own Claritin. And I'm like, no, cold medicine. Get cold medicine if you're going to get something. And I'm like, wait, I think I have cold medicine. But I just felt like he was ignoring me and blah, 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 blah. The point of the story is that, like, I should have just let him take a Claritin. It's not the end of the world if he takes a Claritin. It's not like he was trying to take my antidepressant for his cold, like something dangerous or something that affects me. Like if he's taking my like the Claritin, like, yeah, that's a prescription that I get, but it can also, you can get it over the counter, and it's not like an emergency thing, really. Like, I need my antidepressant 7 a.m. every morning. My Claritin, like, if I have my allergies are messing up, I can run to the store and get it. It's not like it is pretty expensive, but like, it's just not a big deal. So anyway, it wasn't life or death, but to me, it felt like life or death. Like, I felt like if something happened to him because he took a Claritin instead of a Dayquil, then it would be my fault. Even though I don't like medicine in general, but I have got to the point where I'm like, well, if he wants to take medicine, that's fine. Like, whatever. Medicine can help people. I take medicine every day. Even though I don't like medicine, I've got past the medicine issue that I've dealt with. But as far as letting go, I finally came to the conclusion that, so what the deeper thing is this not my fault thing. So the reason that I can't let go of so many things is because I feel like I'm responsible for everything, especially the people that I really care about. So basically, when I was a kid, I always felt like everything was my fault. I don't really want to get into too much detail about it, but basically it was just like everything was my fault. And so that's how I felt, and I brought that into my adult life. And so now I feel like say that he takes a Claritin and like, I don't know, he gets like more, like his cold gets worse, or like something happens from the Claritin. I don't know. Like, to me, like, I just felt like, it's hard to explain without saying too much, but basically, like, I just felt like it was a dangerous situation and that it could be my fault if something happened to him. And that's how I truly felt until I talked to my therapist about it, and we talked about the whole not my fault thing. So I'm going to work on letting go, not being in control of situations, because the more that I try to control it, the more it's probably going to happen. Like, I don't want him to take Claritin instead of cold medicine because I feel like it's not safe, but that's probably just gonna, and like, I want him to be safe because I care about him, and also, like, I don't want him to like die. Like, I don't know, like, that's what the root of it is. And really, like, if I keep controlling trying to control situations like that, it's just gonna like push him away, and then I mean, I don't know how his life would be, but like, I don't want a relationship to end. Like, I don't know. Like, I would end our relationship to save his life, but him taking a Claritin isn't going to kill him. So it's just, that's what I have to work on, is just letting go, realizing that, like, things more rationally, like, is this life or death? Like, it's not like he's sitting here, like, about to kill himself, and I need to, like, help him realize, like, how bad this lighting is. But I don't know. So basically that's it. That's that part. And then for as far as, so letting go, knowing that it's not my fault, and then to kind of get over all this stuff, I have to do EMDR, which I've been doing for 2 freaking years. And we were thinking about, like, why isn't the EMDR working? And I think it's because I haven't really been expressing emotion. And we figured out that the reason I haven't expressed emotion in EMDR is because I'm scared that my therapist is going to judge me. Not like mostly I think I don't want her to feel bad for me. I don't want to start crying and she'd be like, oh my gosh, like, and feel bad. Like, I don't want her to feel bad. Even if she doesn't outwardly express it and, like, hand me a tissue or something, which you're not even allowed to do in therapy. Especially but anyway, so even though outwardly I know she's not allowed to express that kind of, like, emotion or whatever, I'm, like, worried that inwardly it's going to, like, bother her, and so it just makes me feel bad. But I'm trying to get over that and understand, like, she's a therapist, she's trained to see people cry and scream and have a panic attack and freak out and deal with that, and not take it home with her and not let it, like, get to her. So I'm working on that, and once I get past that, also another thing is that I'm scared she's gonna either, like, send me to the mental hospital or think I'm being dramatic, like, oh my god, you're being so dramatic, the trauma, it's not that bad. But I know deep down that she would never do that, because she knows how bad my trauma is, and, like, she just, even if, like, my trauma wasn't that bad, which it is, but I'm just saying, like, she's the nicest person. She would never, and she's so understanding, and, like, if someone's acting some type of way, it's for a reason. So I don't think she would actually ever call me dramatic or think I was dramatic, but since I was told that as a kid that I was dramatic, it stuck with me. So I need to get over that and just realize that she's there for me. She's not going to judge me, and she's there to help me. And once I get past that, I can start expressing emotion in EMDR. And once I express that emotion in EMDR, I can get past a lot of the trauma, which will help me let things go. So it's like, once I get past the judging, once I am, like, past her judging me, like, she's not judging me. Once I realize that she's not going to judge me, then I can express emotion during EMDR. Then I can realize that it's not my fault. Then I can let things go. So it's just, like, amazing. We started, like, this way, and we got deeper and deeper and deeper, and now we know how to, like, solve all these issues. And so to further explain about the EMDR, so what happened is, when I was a kid, when I experienced all the trauma that I did, and even as an adult, because I've experienced multiple traumas, at least, like, 5 major traumas I've had, and so through each of those traumas, especially the further back you go, it's like, I would try to express emotion during the trauma, and I would get punished in some way for it, rather than be, like, verbally, physically, emotionally, mentally. So I would try to express my emotion, and it wouldn't come out. It wouldn't come out. I would try to, that's how it is now, but back then I would try to express my emotion. I'd get like, reprimanded for it or whatever. And so when I got older, when something, like, traumatic happened, or when I talk about my trauma, I'm not, like, I'm just kind of apathetic about it. Like, I have this narrative that I wrote, and I don't think I'm going to read it to you guys, because it's kind of, like, graphic, but hold on here. Hopefully I didn't just, okay. So basically, though, I'm not going to read it, but basically, I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, I guess I'll just say some things. Like, if I say, like, I feel like I'm a sex toy, and that makes me feel, hold on, let me see here. I I'm a sex toy that makes me feel frustrated, discouraged, inadequate, insecure, lonely, and guilty. So on the inside, when I see that, I feel kind of embarrassed because, like, I don't like admitting that, and I'm kind of eerie that I even just sit there. But, like, because I'm like, well, what if someone does see this and then they, like, judge me? Like, I don't know. I don't want to, like, I don't want, like, anybody to comment on it, and I don't want to have to comment back. Like, it's just, like, so that's how I kind of feel in therapy. Like, when I say it, I'm just embarrassed because I don't know what she, like, thinks or anything about it. Which is why I'm not reading this whole thing, because I'll just be, like, anxious about it or whatever, because, like, I mean, anyone could technically see this. Like, in there, it's a safe space, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just turn the comments off. But, anyway, I mean, no one even watches anyway, but I'm just saying. So, as far as, so yeah, that whole thing, I wrote this whole narrative, and basically I just read it, like, without any emotion, and she said that that's normal for someone in my situation, but that we want to get past that. So, like I explained, we're going to get past that. But it's important, because once I do get past that and I do the emotions. So during EMDR, you hold these pulsators and you move. You can either just hold them and shut your eyes, or you can look at the light beam, or you can do both, because your eye's moving. That's what it is. It's eye movement, desensitization, and reprocessing. But now we're to the point where she can turn the light bar off, and I can hold these in my sensors in my hand, and my eyes will move in the sockets with my eyes shut. So yeah, that's EMDR, and that helps you desensitize and process. So what happens when I show emotion is that it kind of alleviates the memory. So right now the memory is, like, suppressed, and I can't fully process it or put it in the proper file. But if I start showing emotion during it, then I can like fully, like, experience it and then let it go, instead of, like, just lingering there. So yeah, that's what I learned in therapy today. I'm so excited, and next week we're gonna go dive even deeper, and I'm gonna elaborate on my narrative that I wrote for therapy. And so yeah, I'm really excited. I was really anxious, just sad and anxious last night, and I felt like, oh my god, I'm never gonna get better. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that I'm gonna get better. And I was thinking about going to, like, PTSD rehab, but I don't know. I think if I just keep pushing and pushing and working very, very hard every day, every week when I see my therapist, that I can just get freaking past this. Not that I haven't been working hard the last 2 years. I just realized that my seat cover's all jacked up. Anyway, I've been working hard the last 2 years, but I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's no explanation. But it's fine. Everybody works at their own pace, and I'm gonna be gentle and loving with myself. And I'm just excited that I can get better. And now I'm gonna go fix my seat cover, because this is supposed to stay on, and then you're supposed to unzip it if you want to sit in it. But I don't know. Maybe it's dirty. I don't know. Whatever. So anyway, alright. Bye.